In the heart of California's Redwood Sanctuary Zoo, nestled among towering, ancient trees that seemed to guard the secrets of the wild, Dr. Sophia Langford began her morning rounds with the same ritual she'd followed for a decade. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and eucalyptus. A reminder that this wasn't just a zoo, it was a fragile bridge between human ambition and the untamed world. Sophia, a 42-year-old primatologist with sharp green eyes and a scar on her cheek from a long-ago field expedition in Borneo, had dedicated her life to great apes. But today, as the first rays of sun pierced the fog-shrouded enclosures, something felt off. The orangutan exhibit was her domain. These reddish-furred philosophers of the forest, with their soulful eyes and deliberate movements, had always fascinated her. At the center of it all was Maya, a 28-year-old Bornean orangutan, the matriarch of the group. Maya had given birth to 5 offspring over the years, each one a testament to her resilience in captivity. Her latest, a tiny female named Sari, clung to her mother's shaggy coat like a living shadow, just 3 months old. Sophia paused at the observation deck, her clipboard in hand. "Morning, Maya," she murmured through the reinforced glass. Maya glanced up, her lips pursing in that thoughtful way orangutans had, as if pondering the universe. But today her gaze lingered too long, too intensely. She wasn't nesting as usual, or foraging in the artificial canopy. Instead, she paced the perimeter, Sari held awkwardly in one arm, her free hand trailing along the glass. "She's at it again," came a voice from behind. It was Tomas Ruiz, Sophia's young assistant, 25-year-old biology grad, with a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow and an enthusiasm that bordered on naivety. He handed her a steaming coffee, pacing like she's got somewhere to be, and she's not touching her enrichment toys. That's the second day. Sophia sipped the coffee, feeling the warmth chase away the chill. Noted, "Any changes in the logs?" Tomas shook his head. "Vital signs normal from the overnight monitor. But she's vocalizing more those low grunts like she's calling for help." Sophia frowned. In her 20 years studying apes, she'd seen maternal anxiety, but this was different. Maya had always been the calm one, the one who adapted seamlessly to zoo life after being rescued from poachers as a juvenile. Her previous births had been textbook, protective but not paranoid. With Sari, though, Maya seemed haunted. As the zoo gates opened and the first visitors trickled in, a family with wide-eyed kids, a group of seniors on a tour Sophia watched Maya approach the glass. A regular visitor, Eleanor Vance, 68-year-old retired teacher known as Ape Aunt among the staff, stood in her usual spot. Eleanor came every Tuesday, rain or shine, with a sketchbook full of primate portraits. "Something's wrong with her eyes," Eleanor said, pressing her hand to the glass as Maya drew near. "Look at that. It's like she's pleading." Sophia joined her, heart tightening. Maya pressed her massive palm against the glass, directly opposite Eleanor's. Then, in a motion that sent a shiver down Sophia's spine, she lifted Sari toward the barrier, as if offering the infant through the invisible wall. The baby squirmed, letting out a soft squeak. "Oh God," Sophia whispered, her mind racing. This wasn't play. This was desperation. Orangutans were 2 losers, problem solvers, but handing off a child. It defied everything she knew. "Get Dr. Harlan on the line," she snapped to Tomas, "and clear the area if needed." This isn't normal. What followed would unravel the sanctuary's facade, exposing a web of deceit that reached far beyond the enclosures. As Maya retreated to her nest, clutching Sari clothes and emitting mournful hoots, Sophia felt the first stirrings of dread. This was no ordinary day. This was the beginning of a nightmare. Sophia couldn't shake the image as she headed to her office, cramped space overflowing with research papers and photos of wild orangutans. She pulled up Maya's file on her computer, scrolling through years of data. Rescued at age 5 from illegal logging in Indonesia, Maya had arrived emaciated but fierce. Under Sophia's care, she'd thrived, becoming a symbol of the zoo's conservation efforts. But lately, the zoo itself had changed. 6 months ago, Dr. Victor Kane had been appointed as the new director of research. A slick man in his 50s with a Harvard pedigree and corporate ties, Kane had brought funding from PharmaGen, a a biotech giant promising breakthroughs in primate genetics. "We're accelerating conservation," he'd said at the staff meeting, his smile too perfect, pushing the boundaries of what these animals can teach us. Sophia had been skeptical. Her own research focused on behavior, not genetics. But budgets were tight, and Kane's grants kept the lights on. Now, as she reviewed Maya's recent health checks, anomalies jumped out. Weight stable, but appetite down. Blood work from last month showed elevated stress hormones dismissed as maternal adjustment by the vet team. Tomas burst in, phone in hand. "Dr. Harlan's on his way. Says it's probably just overprotectiveness. But he'll do a full exam." Dr. Elias Harlan, the zoo's head veterinarian, was a no-nonsense man of 60. With a bushy beard and a soft spot for apes. He'd been with the sanctuary since its founding. When he arrived, they sedated Maya lightly for the Czech standard procedure, but Sophia hated it. The orangutan went under peacefully, temporarily separated and bottle-fed by Tomas. "Physically, she's fine," Harlan announced after an hour. "No obvious injuries, no infections. Baby's healthy too. But her fur's thinner and spots could be stress molting." Sophia nodded, but her gut twisted. "She's trying to communicate, Elias. That gesture at the glass, ... It's like she's asking for help." Harlan rubbed his beard. "Orangutans are smart, so smarter than we give credit. But tumors, parasites, those can hide. Let's run advanced scans tomorrow." As they wrapped up, Eleanor Vance lingered outside the enclosure, her sketchbook clutched like a shield. "I saw it all," she said to Sophia. "That wasn't random. She chose me. I've been coming here for years. She knows me." Sophia smiled faintly. Eleanor wasn't just a visitor. She was a former biology teacher who'd lost her husband to cancer. Her visits were therapy, and she'd even donated to the zoo's funds. "Thanks for noticing, Eleanor. Keep an eye out." Eleanor nodded, eyes misty. Always. That night, Sophia couldn't sleep. She replayed the day's events, her mind drifting to her own past. 15 years ago in Borneo, she'd witnessed poachers slaughter an orangutan mother, orphaning her infant. It was why she'd left field work for the zoo to protect what was left. But was the sanctuary truly safe? The next morning brought chaos. Maya was worse, refusing food and hooting incessantly. Visitors murmured as she approached the glass again, sari extended like an offering. Eleanor was there, her face pale. "She's in pain, Sophia. I know that look from my nursing days. Wait, I was a teacher, but I volunteered in hospices. It's agony." Sophia radioed for backup. "Tomas, get the tranq ready. Elias, now." As Harlan arrived, Maya collapsed in a heap, her body shuddering. They rushed in the team in protective gear. Scans revealed the truth. An aggressive tumor in her abdomen, masked by her dense muscle and fur. "How did we miss this?" Harlan demanded, his voice breaking. Sophia stared at the images. "It's fast-growing. But Maya's immune system, it's compromised. Look at these markers. Back in the lab, blood results confirmed it. Traces of immunosuppressants not in the zoo's inventory. Experimental compounds," Harlan muttered. "PharmaGen, designed to weaken defenses for research purposes. Someone's dosing her." Sophia's blood ran cold. Who and why? Tomas pulled up inventory logs. Look discrepancies. Sedatives overused, pain meds under. Someone's faking entries. The pieces clicked. Kane's research program. Grants from PharmaGen for genetic enhancement in primates to evolve intelligence for medical models. But this inducing tumors? Sophia emailed Kane for a meeting, her fingers trembling. Urgent. Maya health concerns. His reply was swift. Lab. 2 p.m. Bring your team. In the interim, Sophia dug deeper. Flashbacks flooded her. A year ago, another orangutan, Raja, he died suddenly of natural causes. Similar symptoms, pacing, weight loss. Autopsy dismissed as age-related. Was it connected? At the meeting, Kane waited in the sterile lab, flanked by 2 assistants in white coats. His smile was predatory. "Dr. Langford, I hear our star matriarch is under the weather." Sophia laid out the evidence. Tumor induced by immunosuppressants. Logs falsified. "This is your program, Victor." Kane's eyes narrowed. Bold accusation. "PharmaGen's work is groundbreaking, pushing primate cognition. If we can accelerate evolution, imagine the cures for human diseases. At what cost?" Tomas interjected. "You're killing them." Kane leaned in. "Sacrifices for progress." The board approved trials. Maya was selected, her lineage is perfect. Sophia recorded discreetly on her phone. "No approvals for this. It's illegal under the Endangered Species Act." A scuffle ensued as Kane lunged for her phone. Papers scattered photos of other orangutans at zoos across the country, all with tumors. "How many?" Sophia whispered. Kane snarled. "Enough to change the world." Suddenly alarms blared. "Emergency lights at the enclosure." "What have you done?" Sophia demanded. Kane smirked. "Containment. Can't have loose ends." Sophia and Tomas bolted from the lab, hearts pounding. The zoo paths, usually serene, now felt like a labyrinth. Unfamiliar vans parked near the enclosure, PharmaGen logos hidden under tarps. Fake vets advanced with syringes. "Eleanor," Sophia shouted, spotting the woman arguing with security. "Call your nephews?" "With the Times." "Right?" Eleanor nodded. "Phone out." "Already on it." "Story drops in 10. Tomas veered to the maintenance shed. "Remember the drill? Blackout protocol." He flipped switches, plunging the zoo into darkness. Chaos erupted, screams, flashlights slicing the night. Maya hooted warnings from her enclosure. Sophia slipped inside, using her keycard. Maya huddled with sorry eyes gleaming in the dim. "It's me, girl. Help's coming." Flashlights approached Harlan with rangers. "FBI en route. We tipped them off." Kane burst in, furious. "This is my facility." "Not anymore," a voice boomed. "Agent Leila Torres, FBI badge flashing." Victor Kane, arrested for fraud, animal cruelty, violations galore. As cuffs clicked, sirens wailed. Eleanor's nephew's article hit online. Zuhora. Illegal experiments on endangered apes. In the weeks that followed, Maya underwent surgery. Without the drugs, her tumor shrank. PharmaGen collapsed under investigations, executives indicted, millions in fines funneled to conservation. Sophia stood at the glass, watching Maya and Sari play. The matriarch touched the barrier gently, a gesture of thanks. Reform swept zoos nationwide. Stricter ethics, transparency. Eleanor's sketches became a book, eyes through the glass, sparking debates on animal sentience. Tomas pursued a PhD in ethics. Harlan retired a hero. But Sophia knew the true hero was Maya. Her maternal love had cracked the canopy of lies, reminding humanity of the bonds that bind us all. Thanks so much for listening. See you in the next video. Have a great day.